Hello everyone, my name is Micah and welcome to Micah's coding class. Today we're going to learn how to code a very classic brick game in 4 classes. This class is going to be the HTML and CSS when we're going to learn how to impute all this and style it, and the last 3 classes will be on JavaScript. You can start, you can pause, and the next thing appears. You unpause, you can continue playing, you can see what's next, and that's pretty much the game. So let's kick into it. So I just opened my coding editor, Visual Studio Code, and I'm opening a new file, and I'll save that in a file, and then I'm going to call this index.html. So I'm going to give this a title, brick game by Micah, and we save that, move back to where we saved it in, and open, and now you see brick game by Micah. So the first thing we need to do, put in h3, and inside that h3 we're gonna say score, and inside the score we're gonna put a span with an ID of score, and then we're gonna set this to 0 by default, and now we're gonna put a div dot container, and then inside that div we're gonna put another div, and then we're gonna call this grid, a class of grid, and inside grid we're gonna put 200 divs. So guys, I'm gonna clear this, Control X, open a new file, Control X, Control Z. I'm gonna clear all this, Control X, open a new file, and paste it right over here. You can clear this space. Now we can start. We're gonna say div, and then we're gonna copy like this divs like 100 times. The reason why I removed that, so we can keep count of how many divs we're opening, and that's we're currently at 14. So I can do this, clear this out, and we're currently at 40. Let's copy a lot. So you pass 200. Only 202. I think we made an error there. Oh yeah, this is not supposed to be here. There. Still over here. Sorry guys, I think we made an error. Okay, we can copy this until it's exactly 200. Now I can go back to the top and give a space over here and copy this, Control X, and paste it. Now we have 200 divs. So right at the bottom of this 200 divs, I'm gonna add 10 extra. Okay, that's too much. Oh yeah, it's correct. 200. Okay, now I'm gonna add 10 extra div, but this time it's gonna have a class taken. So we can copy this, Control C, Control V, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so right at the bottom right here of our full div, this div is not needed. Okay, let me cross check. Okay, so we're correct. So now we're going to say, right, not at the bottom, out of our grid, we're gonna put a div dot m grid, mini grid for short, and then we're gonna put 16 divs with no name, with no ID, neither class. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, now it's 16 divs complete. So now we can move out of our container class, and now we're gonna put a div dot button, and then inside that div dot button we're gonna put a real button, and then we're gonna give it an ID of start, and then now start / pause. So if we save that, go back and refresh. Now it's not looking exactly like this until we add some style or CSS to it. Now let's do that. So we're gonna go to the top, then we're gonna say link CSS. We're gonna put this as style.css, but we haven't created that file yet, so we're gonna create that with this file we're using. So we're gonna say style.css, and now this is the CSS file, and and now let's continue. It's already linked, so let's move on. So we're gonna say container display flex justify content center align items also center. And now we can move out. We're gonna install our grid now, and then we're gonna say margin left 9%, width 200 pixel, height 200 pixel, this display flex flex wrap background color white, border 3 pixel solid black. Save that. Look back and refresh, and I see our grid looking almost like this. And guys, now we need to put a border radius. Border radius 0.4 rem. Okay, now it's bordered. So let's continue. So now let's move down to our, now we're gonna say grid div, and then we're gonna say width 20 pixel, height also 20 pixels, and that's it. Save and refresh. We're not seeing anything until we add the JavaScript part. Now we're gonna start the grid. There's just mgrid. Okay, guys, I see our mistake. Over here we spell container wrong. That's why everything's not centralized. Okay, now it's centralized. So let's continue. Border radius 3 pixel border, not border radius, 3 pixel solid black, border radius border radius 0.4 m, margin left 50 pixel, width 80 pixel, height also 80 pixel, and display flex, that'll be flex, and flex wrap, background color, and that will be white. So if we save that, over to the left, now we can see a mini grid like this. So let's continue, guys. So now we need to style the mini grids div. Mini grid div width that will be 20 pixel, height also 20 pixel. And now let's style our h3 and button class and our button. Now we're gonna say h3, not dot h3, just h3. Now we're gonna say display flex, justify content, center, align items also center. So if we save that, move back here and refresh, and now you see our scores in the center. We're going to do that for the button. Now we're going to say dot button, and then display flex, justify content, center, align items also center, text outline, center, and margin 12 pixel, not 10, 12 pixel. So if we refresh, and now you see it's at the center. Now let's start the button itself. Now we're gonna say button, background color black, color white, and border radius 0.5 rem. And now for our button hover, opacity 0.8, and cursor pointer. So if we save and refresh, and now it's looking like the original brick game. Okay, so that was the end of this video. I hope you like, subscribe, watch out for part 2, and try to move these on your own, and hit the notification bell so if I post any new videos you'll be the first to know. My name is Micah, and this was Micah's coding class. Thank you.